All right, well, time to eating, but I'm back. Go for Sports TV. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate everybody for checking in, man. Talk some boxing. Cardell, Dre, Courtney, Ian, MM Sports Talk, Renardo, Lion Killer. Y'all eat me some motherfucking pita chips, Parmesan garlic. Them bitches bang, 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 bang. Sorry if y'all ain't never experienced Mediterranean food, man. Shit bang. Fidel, I see you. Hit the like button, ho. Hit the like button, man. Yo, king. Yo, leader. Yo, king is here. Bomb Squad Nation. What's going on? Yo, king is here. Yo, leader. Yo, inspiration. Yo, president. Yo, general. Yo, minister. Yo, dictator. I am back. Yo, king. Yo, major. Yo, Obama. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder is back. And let me tell you something. I'm fucking with y'all, man. So y'all know what we talking about, man. You get mad, bro. The nigga said it. Come on. Yo, king. He said it in the interview. Bomb Squad Nation. Yo, leader. Yo, king. I'm still yes. That's what he said. Why I can't enjoy this? Why I can't get my idea? That's what the nigga said, dog. I'm just saying, he said it again. But yeah, we're going to talk about a Wilder interview. I heard Fury responded. I don't really care about his response. Andy is talking about fighting Ortiz after a tune-up. I'm tired of hearing about tune-ups. But he said he might want to train down there with Canelo and Eddie Reynoso. That'll be a good move with him, Ryan, and Canelo. You got small, medium, and extra large. Facts element. You got AJ Blaster Wilder. He has something to say. Oh, he a one-trick pony. I just hate when somebody, I get to it, man. But, yeah, Wilder said a lot. And I'm going to start off saying this. I'm tired of PBC hiring the other to do the work, man. When they going to hire a brother? You feel me? Hold on for a minute. When they going to hire a brother? Every time I look, their podcast is filled with white writers. I look on the TV, Kate Abdul, you know what I'm saying? No problem with her. You got Sean. It's supposed to be premier black champions in a lot of people's opinion. So, Marcos Villegas, I heard some things about him. I don't have a problem with him personally. He calling the fights like, damn, people get mad at me and say, well, you so hard on the PBC fighters. I only can speak the facts. Ricky E, facts telling me. Jay, I see you. C-Dub. I only can speak the facts. Can't nobody tell me where I'm lying now. I don't have no reason to lie. I only can speak the facts. When Barbershop Conversation was crying about Kelly Swanson, y'all niggas was, oh yeah, come on, look at it. White lady run the media. White man run the podcast. You know what I'm saying? White lady and white production Fox run inside PBC. I don't even watch that shit. Because I don't ever know when it's coming on. Not bad show. Just don't ever catch it. Maybe at the DVR. I just taped Pacquiao Thurman. Came on like a couple nights ago. I still ain't watch it again. Every time I look up, they venture is spearheaded by somebody that's white. When I look up, when y'all go to apply for my credentials, I got to get the acceptance of a white lady. PBC sound a real Oreo-ish. Black on the outside, and when you crack the shell, it's white. It's a lot of dudes pledging their allegiance because it's supposed to be a black program. I'm exposing that it's not. Even the ops, like Fred, he exposing that it's not. You know what I'm saying? You got people on the outside looking in, pledging allegiance to something. It's no different from Top Rank. It's no different. Same shit, different toilet. It's no different from the zone. You know, and no, they didn't ask Deontay Wilder about the gloves. That could have been something before the interview. He said, I don't want to speak on. Or Al said, don't ask him about it. Or whatever. He said he got a lot of snakes in his camp. Start off there. Oh, no shit, huh? No shit, Sherlock. I mean, we all seen that if you pay attention. They took Charles Martin and made Anthony Joshua champion. What happened? What happened to this? What happened to this? This unity? What happened to this closed circuit network? They made Kell Brook a champion over Sean Porter. Came back, made Jamie McDowell a champion. He got a close decision over Kamada in Texas. I think like twice. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko came to PBC and got a belt off Gary Russell in a split decision. Now all of a sudden, Al Haymon want to run a tight ship now. Now he don't want to play ball. They made Vanez and Lauer when it was Golden Boy still in Top Rank. I was watching some old fights today. I watched a couple of them. I watched Shane Mosley and Cotto. That was a Top Rank Golden Boy production. You know, so Al Haymon was letting everybody come in and eat. Charles, I see you. Majority edition, what I'm saying, whatever it was. You know, everybody was coming in. They was letting everybody come in and eat. Now all of a sudden, at Wilder's expense, you know what I'm saying, it's different now. You can't go get that money from Joshua. You know what I'm saying? That's what it boiled down to. Wilder wanted that money. A lot of these fighters want more. They want more. But Al Haymon ain't signing off on more. You know? And that's the problem. You know, in some situations, it is Al Haymon holding up. In a lot of other situations, it's the fighters hiding behind Al Haymon. You know how I know? Because PBC tell me so. You know how I know Errol Spence is ducking Terrence Crawford? No joking. Not only did Top Rank tell me so, not only did the WBC tell me so, I mean, people at PBC told me so. How did I know Charlo ducked $15 million versus Canelo? That wasn't from Eddie Hearn people. That wasn't from Golden Boy people. Golden Boy told me a lie. They told me 12-5. Somebody at PBC who ain't with the sucker shit, they was like, the nigga said he want 20, 15. We didn't know who turned down the fight. But eventually it came out that Jamal didn't want to fight. Ronnie Shields didn't want to fight. They didn't think he was ready. So it ain't always what it seems. Sometimes it's Al. Sometimes it's not Al. It is what it is. For Deontay, I wonder what he talking about cleaning up his team, because his number one ops is Al Haymon. His number one ops. He got to fight motherfuckers that got the same jerseys as him on. He got to explain to me why you send Charles Martin over there. You overpaying all these other dudes that's lesser than me. You know what I'm saying? If you stop overpaying these dudes, you could have paid Charles Martin $7 million. Or you could have did Charles Martin. You could have did what you did to me for Charles Martin. When they offered me $120 for 5 fights on the zone, you told me no, and I had to take less. I took 20 for the Dominique Brazil fight. I took 20 for the Ruiz Ortiz fight, which was the stupidest stuff in the world. I'm going to break this down like nobody else said, right? He took 20 for that. He made it 30. Let's say he made 40 fucking with Fury, right? So he made about what? $80 million for 3 fights. But now he in a situation where he ain't got no extra belt. At least if you fight AJ, you get an extra belt. You undisputed. You ring. You didn't need Tyson Fury. You could have retired and say, I'm done. But Wilder never wanted to fight Fury. Well, Joe Calzaghe retired and, you know, he ducked Antonio Tarver. You know what I'm saying? He ducked Chad Dawson. Floyd Mayweather retired and he didn't even want to fight Shane Mosley, Cotto, Paul Williams, Clottey, you know, and Pacquiao. You know, most of them was with the ops. They was with Top Rank. But Floyd was messing with Golden Boy. So Oscar and Bob was still making fights then. So you can just go time and time with different situations. So at the end of the day, where they told Deontay not to take $120 million, they let Charles Martin take $7 million. When Al Haymon should have stopped him and made him run that belt over to Wilder. We're not in this situation. Wilder is unified champion, IBF, WBC. But he let Charles Martin eat. But he didn't want to let Wilder eat. Then they exiled Lou DiBella. Couple 2K fans setting up for a joke. Then they exiled Mad Dog H. Then they exiled Lou DiBella for trying to make the fight. Come on, how stupid can you be to still not see? You know, he ain't just fighting Tyson Fury. He fighting Shelly Finkel. He fighting Al Haymon. You know what I'm saying? And then if you look deeper into it. Why was this man fighting Luis Ortiz in November? 10 weeks later, he fighting fucking Tyson Fury. Why is Tyson Fury on Fox and WWE when I'm pretty sure Floyd Mayweather could have put a word in to have Wilder on WWE? Wilder's the Fox fighter. Why is Fury on WWE? You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Why is Deontay fighting in November and Fury last fought? Ray, I see you. Fury last fought in what? September versus Otto Wallin? So he had 2 weeks in September. October, that's 6. 10 November. 14 December. January 18. And probably 2 weeks into February, 20 weeks. No, Wilder had 1 week rest in November, right? 4 weeks is December, that's 5. 9 gives you January, 11 weeks rest from the Luis Ortiz fight. Shouldn't Luis Ortiz fight should have been in September? I know it was some injuries that happened. And Wilder got rest, and then Fury fought Otto Wallin in November? See, this is the difference. Let me break it down for Wilder. This is the difference between a functionable, experienced organization. People say, well, why did Tyson Fury take 2 easy fights after Deontay Wilder? Well, his Carl Moretti is legendary matchmaker. He knew that Tyson Fury needed to recover from that damage. You know what I'm saying? They knew Fury needs some time away from that damage. Meanwhile, Deontay is out here fighting motherfucking killers like Luis Ortiz. That's the difference. Top Rank is a functionable, experienced organization. That's it. It's a functionable, experienced organization. PBC is mom and pops. The fighters don't know when they fight. And I seen Money Powell say, they just tell me when to fight. I have no idea. How can you be successful if you can't plan? You know what I'm saying? How can you be successful if you don't know when you fighting or who you fighting? PBC need to take this time and restructure its organization. They need to say, you know what? We need all our TV dates in the first, we need to get them ready in 2020, 2021. We need to know who's going to be fighting where. They need to restructure the pay scale. They need to redo what they doing. Even if they choose not to work with other promotional companies, they have to have some type of organization. They have to be organized. There's no way Wilder should have had an 11-week turnaround and Fury had a 20-week turnaround. And then on top of 11-week turnaround, he put on, a 15 or 20 additional pounds? And according to Foreman, it sounded like Foreman told him he ain't doing it right. So like I continue to tell you guys, man. Like I said, PBC is hurting the product. It's hurting the product. Al Haymon has to get Games PP Undisputed. Dr. Blick, I see you. Go for I see you. Al Haymon has no structure, and it's hurting his fighters. His prospects are not active enough. He don't know, his matchmakers are inexperienced. Do you know, like, I'm going to probably say this. How can I put a percentage on this? Most prize fighters are successful. Most Hall of Famers and prize fighters are successful. I'm going to say a matchmaker is 50% responsible because it's through the promoter. A matchmaker is 50% responsible for a boxer's career. Let that sink in for a minute. A matchmaker can make you, it can break you. A matchmaker, you look at the best fighters in the world. All of them been matchmade. All of them is a product of matchmaking. The truly special ones are able to go against the grain of the matchmaker and dominate the styles of fighters that's not good for them. Shakur Stevenson did it. Colbert did it. Talking about the younger fighters, they did it. You know what I'm saying? They know who to swerve around, and not. I was listening to Emmanuel Stewart say Floyd, basically was ducking Cotto and he can't respect it. But what about when Floyd wanted to fight Cotto at 40 and Bobby Aaron wouldn't let him? He should fight Shane Mosley. What about when he wanted to fight Shane Mosley? Shane Mosley jumped up 2 weight classes. Come on. So matchmakers know how to build fights. So matchmakers are tremendous. They make and break your career. A promoter can make and break your career. If you ain't got to work a full-time job, I know fighters right now working construction and don't have the support of a promoter, and they working construction and they getting ready for fights. You go in there versus a guy, they got the nutritionist, who got the house, who got the car, who ain't got to work. All you got to do is train, focus. You know what I'm saying? Kids took care of. It's different. It's a different grind. So Deontay, he was match made pretty good. Like people kill me. Oh, Wilder didn't fight anybody in his first 40 fights. Well, look at his background. Look at Triple G. He didn't fight nobody in his whole career. Until he fought Danny Jacobs. That was before David Lemieux, right? I believe. He didn't fight nobody. Kassim Uma was old. That was his next best fighter he fought. He didn't fight nobody. Gary Russell, first 20 fights, he didn't fight nobody. Lomachenko is being match made to stay away from a particular fighter. You guess it. You can guess what type of fighter they're keeping him away from. It's matchmaking. That's why you don't have more tournaments in boxing. Because ain't no matchmaking. Andre Ward was wrong for every fighter in there except for Andre Dirrell. Every other fighter in there couldn't deal with the slickness of Andre Ward. None of them. Abraham, the original ones. And maybe Jermaine Taylor can deal with, but he was past his prime then. Abraham, Kessler, Froch. That is the antidote to the European fighter. Slick black fighters. Slick African fighters. You know what I'm saying? That's how you beat them. But Wilder continued on to talk about George Foreman. He said him and Foreman talked about a lot of things, and he said Foreman had been trying to reach out to him for an amount of time. See, this is where you kind of piece 2 parts of the interview together. He said a lot of people try to, get in touch with you, but you got to find out what their true intentions is. I'm paraphrasing. What they want to do. They tell you one thing when they do what they told you not to do. So, obviously he finally talked to Foreman. And Foreman said he said he gonna come down there with Foreman, and Foreman want to show him how to strengthen his body up the right way. Well, why do you have a strength and conditioning coach if you got to go to a 60, 70-year-old George Foreman to learn how to strengthen your body? Then why are you paying him if he can't do the job? I don't care how cool y'all is. Come on, everybody can see Wilder conditioning has been lacking the last few fights. Even 1 minute, we see his conditioning has been lacking. Look at his legs. Even in the first Fury fight, he was getting tired. You can just tell the way he built. Dudes who are strong. When you look at the gym where you wrestle, you can tell the strong dudes. And, he need to stick with Foreman. He said he going to bring 2 guys in. One guy is a liaison to come in and overview the camp. He gonna bring him in full time. And I don't know who the other guy is, but he need to bring in Foreman. People say, well, Foreman didn't do this as a fighter. Foreman didn't do that as a fighter. Man, Foreman no fighting. Freddie Roach can't do a lot of the shit that he showed Manny Pacquiao and Amir Khan how to do. But he know how to teach it. He know how to teach it. George Foreman can get him using that left hand, that left jab, show him how to snap it, show him how to double it, show him how to do the old backhand Larry Holmes, Muhammad Ali jab, show him how to slip and do the spear jab. There's a lot of different ways to use the jab. He can beat Tyson Fury with a jab. A jab alone will beat Tyson Fury because it's going to open up the different possibilities. Everybody think Wilder got to just overhaul. No. I work on his base, work on his balance a little bit, show him how to get on his toes a bit. But mainly we working on jab. Walking forward with the jab. When you move backward with the jab, it's kind of like you trying to keep somebody off you some of the time. When you use that stick and you aggressive with that stick like Tommy, and he can show him how to use that, turn that stick over to a left hook, Wilder be dangerous. Get out there fighting with a rhythm, kind of moving your head off the center, off the spot. Jab, 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 slip, jab, jab, feint, slip, jab, jab, jab. That's all you gotta do. Jab, 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 jab. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury throw his jab, counter that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Jab is the most important movement. Most important shit. He said, Darnell said I think Wilder needs to learn lateral movement. Yeah, that's part of getting on your toes and moving, but he just need the jab. A little bit of movement on his toes. But all he got to do is walk Fury down with that jab and take Fury's jab away, but it's easier said than done. But he said Foreman want to show him how to strengthen his body up the right way. And he about to be chopping wood and running miles. And when somebody said they don't run miles in boxing, I'm highly skeptical. Because I seen Floyd do it. You know what I'm saying? Archie Moore did it. There's pictures of him doing it. Muhammad did it. Sugar Ray Leonard and Hearns probably did it. You got to run those miles. But he said he got some ops in this foxhole. And that's how it be sometimes, you know. But he said he wasn't there that night. And I was watching Scotty World Combat Sports. He was saying that he had one of the dudes from Mayweather camp come in. From Wilder camp come in, and he says that Wilder never said the costume excuse. So I never heard him say it. So I don't know who started the rumor about the costume excuse, but Wilder never said it. And he said you can never find an interview or written down or speak or with his voice that's saying the costume. And it's sad that somebody started that rumor about Wilder in the costume, just like they started the rumor about him firing Mark Breland. And I told y'all, he hadn't fired Mark Breland. He hadn't fired him. All he said is, when I took off that mask in the interview, people could see it wasn't me. That's what he said. You can see it wasn't me. And I'm cool. He didn't make an excuse. None. He kind of wanted to say what happened, and what I heard what happened is that he said that the knee. He said Jay Diaz said it, but it didn't come out of Wilder's mouth. But that's where it did originate from. But it didn't come from Wilder. He said, I don't know if it was the costume, but you can't put what Jay Diaz say on Wilder, because he ain't the one wearing the costume. And he got Jay Diaz around him, and Jay Diaz made him look bad the whole night. Jay Diaz made him look bad the whole night. Games people say he need to learn how to fight when you tired. Use the jab when you tired. When in doubt, it's an old saying in the gym. When in doubt, jab. When in trouble, jab. When you don't know what to do, jab. That's an old saying they say. Jab, jab, jab. Jay Diaz, I don't know why Mark Breland. Jay Diaz just threw the whole team under the bus. The costume. He probably leaked the information about firing Mark Breland. Like, if anything, he need to be fired. Because you started the costume thing. You started the hatred for Mark Breland. You know what I'm saying? Wilder could have been disappointed, didn't know how to feel about it, but Breland did the right thing. He saved your life, nigga. You got kids. So I'm willing to die in the ring. Nigga, I ain't, man. Thomas Morning salute. I ain't willing to die in no damn ring. I die in the ring and I can't spend the money I worked 10, 12, 11 weeks in camp for. You out your mind. They can say whatever they want. If they want to call CJ Goodfellow a quitter, I'll be a rich quitter. Because last time I checked, Roberto Duran and plenty of niggas top 5. Bernard Hopkins quit versus Chad Dawson. He and plenty of niggas top 20, top 30 fighters of all time. No, don't give me that. Like when people was coming down on Kell Brook and shit, I'm like, okay. And you better check your history. Well, he never said no mas. Well, I know I looked like he said no mas. And he ain't talking about no Taco Bell. You get no Taco Bell. So, can't nobody tell me if I had enough, I had enough. Because when your eye fall out your head, when they put you in that long Cadillac, all the motherfuckers that said you would have been a quitter if you would have quit to save your life, they ain't gonna donate nothing to your family. You're gonna be sitting there like Gerald McClellan. You know what I'm saying? Family broke, don't have enough stuff, even if you survive, to move around the house, and won't nobody donate a dime to you. Nobody. Talking about I'd rather die in the ring. You was a damn fool. You know how many kids you got, nigga? Flame on, I see you. He said warrior spirit. Ain't no warrior spirit, bro. There ain't no warrior. That's one of the biggest bull. It's warrior spirit. Biggest anybody. I mean, ask any nigga that died in the ring if you could. Would they rather have quit than died in the ring? Wife struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like Earl Spencer, I got into a car accident and I ain't even had shit set up for my daughters. He said that's one of the first things I did was set up shit for my daughters. So if Wilder didn't have shit set up, and I don't think he married to old girl yet, is he? That's a messy situation. How many kids he got? 5, 6, 7 kids? That's some Frankie Lyman shit. All them fighting over them. Come on, you don't want to leave that situation long. You don't want one kid not to get as much as another kid. And maybe Wilder is smart enough to set some things up. I don't even know what's on my hand. Hold on. Oh, some hair grease. I'm about to get my hair cut. My girl about to cut my shit. Pray for me. Hopefully I ain't make her mad. But yeah, I don't believe in that shit, man. If you at the end of the day, I believe in heart. You know what I'm saying? But in the ring, like I said before, it's examples that fighters are quitting and went on to be great. Black. Roberto was Panamanian and Mexican. I ain't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? You see all these niggas. You look at Gerald McClellan. You know what I'm saying? You look at some other fighters. Pritchard, the Pritchard kid, Richard Pritchard, whatever his name is. Come on. Look at Roger Mayweather, body all beat up. I'm just saying. Just saying. You don't want to be that guy. Jason Sosa, salute. He said Warriors don't make... The man ain't made no excuse. Deontay ain't made one excuse. They said he had a knee injury is what came out. Behind the scenes. And he still chose to go forward with the fight. Now, I heard that from 2 different sources. But he didn't come out here and say my knee. So if he win next time and say, well, I had a bad knee. He didn't say no excuses. None at all. He didn't make up the costume excuse. He just said it wasn't me in there. He could have said, well, I had a knee surgery. And I remember Andre Ward saying that before the Kovalev fight. He said it the Wednesday or Thursday when they had the round table. Virgil Hunter said it. And he said, well, Andre still had an assist in his knee. And now that he got the assist moved out his knee, he'll be a better fighter. Because when Andre Ward kind of came back from his after Goose and Tien died and they was beefing and shit, he was fighting Edwin Rodriguez in Southern California. He came back, and I never seen the same Andre Ward that was explosive, fluid. And then when he fought Kovalev, and before the second fight, and Hunter said that, it made sense. It made sense. So, the knee is a critical part, but I still, even without the knee injury, I still don't see him being strong enough in the legs. Lawrence Williams, salute. I still think he need to listen to Foreman, but I mean we can move on. I mean, yeah, he gonna work out with Foreman for a minute. I don't think a month good enough. You know, then he goes on to say Tyson Fury ain't a real champ. And he right. What's the old saying say? You ain't a champ till you defend your championship. And Tyson Fury has never defended his championship. Tyson Fury has up and down performances. You know, Tyson Fury don't put a lot of good performances together. Remember, Steve Cunningham put him on the canvas. You know what I'm saying? So, Tyson Fury, you know, he been up and down his whole career. Has that have something to do with, you know, maybe he got a competitive advantage? Could be. Maybe he not focused? Could be. Maybe he not disciplined? Could be. You know, maybe he get up and get down for opposition? Could be. But Tyson Fury ain't never defended a belt. Tyson Fury would not defend his belt 10 times. Oh, Wilder hasn't fought any. Who did Golovkin defeat when he was defending his fake belt? That's what I'd be killing me. Who did Golovkin defeat? Who did Golovkin go out his way and give an opportunity to? Nobody. Danny Jacobs was the regular WBA champion. Remember that. He was the mandatory. You know, who did Golovkin go out and fight that he didn't have to? The Zone made him fight Derevchenko to bring that IBF belt back over there. Oh man, he had to take that fight. Who ever said about Golovkin? A more accomplished amateur. Ice Lucian Bute in the amateurs. Bute was highly thought of. They both won bronze, but Golovkin won a silver. Beat the real in to get to the gold medal round. So when people sit up here and put motherfucking Golovkin on the pedestal, where did he go out? Where did he go out the way and fight? A motherfucking Ortiz. Who did he beat his title? Who did he win his title from? He won his WBC title from Marco Antonio Rubio. His WBA title, he beat some fucking Switzerland or whoever he was, some German guy you never heard of. I'll take Bermane Stiverne over that anyway. Bermane Stiverne was a very accomplished amateur. He said Martin Murray was coming off his performance versus Sergio Martinez. I mean, Martin Murray, he wasn't no champ. I remember that fight. He went 11 with him. And Martin Murray was fighting Sergio Martinez with one leg in the ring. I watched that fight. Hardcore Martinez. That wasn't Martinez no more. Come on. Martin Murray was just a tough guy who couldn't come to the States because he had an F on his report card. Come on. That was after, the Chavez situation with Martinez. That wasn't Martinez no more. He had a Triple G best win before Jacobs. I would say Kassim Uma gave him just as good a fight. Go watch the Kassim Uma fight. Even though I think that was before Abel Sanchez. I mean, Kassim Uma's and Martin Murray, they got to be around the same opposition, but I think Kassim Uma gave him some good work. Boxing fan, what's going on? Appreciate it. But it is what it is. You could say, I could say Kassim, you could say Martin Murray. They all on the same level. Martin Murray just took an ass whooping for 11 rounds. So did Kassim. But Kassim sold some good angles, but that was before Abel Sanchez got there. Funny talk about Abel Sanchez. I was watching his fighter get iced by Julian Jackson earlier, Terry Norris. Abel Sanchez was skinny in the 90s. But Milton Nunes was his name. I don't know the nigga. That must have been the dude he beat for the title. Like, who? He could have fought Arthur Abraham, but I don't make this Triple G string, right? I don't want to, right? Let's keep going on, right? So, when people compare Wilder and Deontay Wilder and Triple G, come on. But Wilder, keep going. He said, Fury ain't no champ. Yeah, he not. He ain't no champ. You got to defend the title. And you got to see Wilder again. Now, before I get into this last part about this Wilder interview, give me 1 minute. I want to make sure I covered everything. Give me 1 second. And then I got to set up an interview for, not an interview, I just set up this other video for my channel. I want to make sure I got everything. Yeah, he said, I already talked about him bringing 2 people there. Okay, he said he had the bicep injury. The bicep injury, yeah. I mean, that always happened to Wilder. I mean, Wilder injures bicep every fight. It's the way he throw the punch, the way he slapped with it, the way he extended, the way, I think he need to be more technical with how he throw that right hand. If he was more technical on how he throw that right hand and more orthodox on throwing that right hand, the bicep injury won't happen. But it's not an excuse because he always injures biceps in fights. He got to learn how to throw the punch the correct way, and that won't happen. He like to slap and chop it, and that's putting a lot of and throw it at one speed all the time. He got to learn how to touch people with the right hand and just do different things. So the bicep is really not a huge thing for me. But a question I get is this a lot, or what I hear is, can he come back and win a trilogy versus Fury? Yes, he can come back because conventional wisdom is always, how can I say it? It's always up in the air for a fight. The situation with the second fight, it was either Fury on points or Wilder by knockout. Boxing just tend to have a way in big fights to go the opposite way. And people was in here arguing with me, oh, no way Fury can knock Wilder out. Why not? It's going to be heavier. And you got to respect every heavyweight's punching power. But once you watch boxing long enough, you understand that. A lot of people that hasn't really studied boxing and watched boxing long enough, you don't respect, you don't get that, you don't understand it until you actually continue to see it happen. So a lot of people's eyes is going to open up to that notion where you have to respect every heavyweight's punching power. This is not welterweight or light heavyweight. These are big men that can clip you at any given time and it can be over with. You know what I'm saying? You can have one of the best chins in boxing history. El Jefe salute. You can have one of the best chins in boxing history. At heavyweight. But guess what? One punch can change it all up. You take so much punishment in the gym. You take so much punishment in the ring. One day your chin gonna crack. One day. For most fighters. Unless you like, James Toney in the boxing ring. But one day, it's gonna crack. You can't take no punishment. You can't just be taking punch. Look at Adam Kanowski. He looked like he had the iron chin. He got touched on it one time. One the right time. It's boxing. You got to respect Kalanius. You got to respect Malik Scott. You got to respect the boys. You got to respect Felipe Harkovich, whatever his name is. You got to respect Kubrat Puev. These are grown men. But going into a rematch, yes, Wilder can win. Why not? You show me where Tyson Fury defended his title at. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury going to come in with the same game plan. So you know what he going to do. Deontay Wilder's eyes are wide open now. Now he's switching some things up. He sounds like he's going to make drastic changes to his team. Now he focused. Now he's serious. Now he humble. Now he won't be doing talking and going back and forth and bickering. Now he know what he need to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to be the most... Don't listen to Antonio Tarver. Oh, I don't know. I just don't understand how he got this far and he has to just relearn everything. No, the nigga don't. No, he don't. Get him on his toes a bit. Show him how to keep working the jab. Show him you can get better at the jab. Go work on some things. Show him some things. Like Larry Holmes said, Mark Breland wasn't even putting water on his head to cool him down. Show him how to drop the right hand to the body. Show him how to get on the inside and put your shoulder into Fury and work. It's a lot of things, basic things that he can learn. So, you look at the time, he said that he'll be cleared to fight in May off the bicep injury. So how he was going to fight in July, that's the question. That's probably the loophole they was going to use to get out the fight and go fight AJ. But, looking at Wilder, he can win the fight. Definitely can win the rematch. Because history tells you that Fury doesn't show up the same for fights. He doesn't prepare the same for fights. But the one thing going against Wilder is a lot of these dudes that's pair defenders. Fury is a known pair defender. Right now, they're juicing up. They juicing up. They beaming up to Scotty with their pairs right now. And they're going to cycle off by the time boxing comes back. They're going to cycle up by the time boxing comes back. So, at the end of the day, you got to watch out for these pair defenders, man. And what's so funny about it, and I meant to mention this on yesterday's live stream, I was watching TV. I think I was watching while I was doing this stream. I'm watching TV in my bedroom, and I'm like, Brian Braun He played for the Brewers. I don't know who he played for now, but he got popped before. He got popped for a diluted sample. So if baseball is still able to test their players, and maybe this is an old sample, but if they still able to test their players, why can't boxing continue to test their fighters? You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing. So at the end of the day, a lot of these fighters are gonna be putting stuff in their system and cycling off of the stuff to come back. I'm telling you, a lot of these guys got these strength and conditioning coaches and they're gonna be putting stuff in their system and cycling off. So, it's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? And we do know Fury did cheat. We do know that. He did cheat, however you look at it. He did cheat. But a lot of these dudes gonna have a competitive advantage. But with Wilder, he can't win. He gotta be focused, and he wasn't focused. He believed his own. He believed his own hype. All I need is 12 seconds. What he say? Speak it, believe it, become it. He became what he was speaking. He really believed his own hype. So now he got to understand. You got to learn to put 2 or 3 punches together. You got to learn how to work up and down. You got to work and have a little inside game. You know what I'm saying? You got, that's it, man. But Anthony Joshua has some things to say in the article. We'll go there. He says that Anthony Joshua on Wilder, when you go to war, you can't have one weapon in your arsenal. His right hand. So once that was taken away from him, which Fury did, he was able to annihilate Wilder and expose him for some weaknesses. So he did this in Sky Sports. And what kills me is when a guy that wasn't the most willing guy in the division to step in there with a guy got something to say, he should have just kept his comments to himself. In my opinion, he says that I'm trying to go to the exact quote. He said, I believe Tyson Fury could potentially do what he done. I don't know what you're talking about. He said, I just felt like Wilder is a formidable ex-champion and has a chance to come back, but I just knew that when he gets to the top level, it will be difficult because one thing is getting there and another thing is staying there. I always believe that when you go to war, you can't have one weapon in your arsenal. And that was his right hand. We've seen in some fights, it's been difficult for him to land his punches, and he's been victorious, but always believe that when you go to war, you can't have just one weapon in your arsenal, which is his right hand. For once that was taken away from him, which Tyson Fury did. I'm not going to go into the tacticals, but he was able to annihilate Deontay Wilder and expose him for some weaknesses. Tyson Fury did a great job tactically, and I'm looking forward to their rematch. Okay, my whole thing is this. You talking now, right? Where was this energy at, bro, when we wanted to fight? That's it. Where was this energy at? People could say, oh, the zone sent him an offer or whatever the situation may be. He wasn't looking to make that fight. They went out there and got Povetkin to be ordered as the mandatory. Remember that? They sent Wilder a contract with no signature on it. Talking about $12 million, which Wilder should have just took the shit in hindsight, but he never really wanted to fight. I hate when somebody be like, these fighters be like, oh, I seen that weakness. I always said, nigga, why didn't you exploit it? Why didn't you exploit that weakness? You know what I'm saying? And it happens in victories too. You seen Errol Spence have a little trouble with Sean Porter. All of a sudden, Danny Garcia jumped in the ring. Couldn't find a nigga like 2 years ago to get in the ring with him. It's a fact. These dudes sit here, instead of being the guy that laid a blueprint and being the first to the buffet, like Nazeem Richardson say, to get the victory, they sit here praying that another fighter can exploit another fighter for their benefit. It's weak to me, bro. Why didn't Anthony Joshua take away that right hand? Why did it have to be Tyson Fury, stripping himself of 100 and some plus pounds and coming back and doing what the fuck you should have done? All of a sudden, everybody got to hide behind numbers like it's the apocalypse. Like this the last time I ever can get a payday. Even they know in their heart, if they lose, They don't even believe they can pick themselves back up and get a championship again, or pick themselves back up and get and get another payday. You feel me? That's what killed me. These dudes don't even believe they can lose, and come back and win. They in their hotel rooms. Cordini, I lost to Keith Thurman. I was in my hotel room crying for days. I didn't want to see anybody. Nigga, you lost. So did Sugar Ray Leonard. What if Sugar Ray Leonard sat there and got a whole gallon of fucking Haagen-Dazs? I don't even know if they sell a gallon. If you get a gallon of Haagen-Dazs and sat in this fucking room and just ate it and cried and oh, I don't want to fight anymore. You know, then do we, you know, come on. He don't become a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? He lose everything. He don't get the Durant rematches quick. And, you know, he beat Durant in a rematch. Oh, what if Sugar Ray Leonard didn't ask for a quick turnaround? Like, they always going to try to nitpick you no matter what fighter you is. No matter what fighter you is, they going to try to nitpick what you done. Oh, you took the rematch too quick. Oh, you waited too long for the rematch. Oh, like, nigga, come on, I beat him. Can I just get my credit? You know, and that's what these dudes do. It ain't just an Anthony Joshua thing. You know, it ain't just a Joshua thing. A lot of these fighters sit here and, like with Bud, they waiting for Bud, for somebody to expose Bud or somebody to beat Bud. Let's just be magical, right? And let's say, motherfucking, I don't know, Jose Ramirez go up there and he beat Terrence Bud Crawford, right? Nobody see this coming. You think you're going to hear Earl Spence screaming out Jose Ramirez's name? Absolutely. Sean Porter screaming his name out? Absolutely. You gonna hear Yuga screaming his name out? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Lipien screaming his name out? Absolutely. You gonna hear all these fighters screaming Jose Ramirez's name out. If Jeff Horn was still the champion and he fought the same opponents that Terrence did and he beat those same opponents, and Jeff was like, well, I don't want the WBC belt, or I don't want Jeff Horn ducking Errol, or Jeff Horn ducking Danny, or he ducking Sean, or he ducking Keith, or woo. See the WBO protecting him. Same thing they did with Jaime Munguia. Oh, he don't want to fight the Charlo twin, and I'm so glad Jaime Munguia is out this division, and he don't want to unify. It's a Jaime Munguia in every division. Sometimes it's multiple ones. But that's a kid. That was a kid with a belt. What's the excuse for all these grown-ass dudes around the welterweight division? Waiting in the lobby. What's his excuses for some of these lightweights? That's Ducking Devin Haney, and Tank don't want to fight nobody at lightweight or super featherweight. Leo at featherweight didn't want to fight nobody. Like I said, you got grown champions. You got full grown champions that don't want to unify. But then again, when it's to your benefit, you want to blast a guy like Jaime. You know what I'm saying? You want to blast a Jeff Horn when you got the belt. Why you don't want to unify? All of a sudden, that motherfucking Jaime or motherfucking Jeff Horn turn to Bud. All of a sudden, I don't like the color of the belt. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua didn't want to expose the holes in Deontay Wilder game. If he did, that's an easy money. You undisputed. But all of a sudden, I knew one day that this would happen. Nigga, why you don't want to be the guy that did it? You celebrating vicariously through Fury victory like you did it. That's my whole thing about it. Like you did it. You didn't do it. And even if you beat Tyson Fury, I still didn't think he was capable of beating Deontay Wilder. If all he had was a right hand, why didn't you exploit it? Why didn't you get in the ring? It's your biggest fight. Don't nobody care about two British night champions fighting. That don't interest me. I ain't paying a dime. They can't fight in America and make a big show. They got to go over there. I don't care about them two British cupcakes fighting. Good luck. May the best Brit win. But it ain't no global event. Without Deontay, America wouldn't know who Anthony Joshua was. Without Deontay, Tyson Fury couldn't come to America and fight. I'm speaking facts. They just United Kingdom fighters. Deontay plays a huge part. He's the gatekeeper. Other than Deontay, who you looking at to break through? Vladimir Klitschko couldn't come back to America after years without Brian Jennings. You know what I'm saying? No matter how good many knockouts Vladimir had or how exciting Vitaly was, they couldn't come back to America. They had to stay over here in Germany and get the money. Had to go up there wherever Thomas Adamek was from, Poland, and fight him and get the money. They beat up on Chris Arreola. That might have been in America, but hey, Arreola is a Mexican American. So no Deontay Wilder, no Arreola, no Brian Jennings. The Europeans can't come here. Vladimir Klitschko wished in his prime, or Vitaly Klitschko wished in their prime, they had a Deontay Wilder there to build the fight up. Man, you know, if Deontay Wilder had his title defenses and he fought Vladimir Klitschko in Vegas, you know, no matter how y'all believe it would have went, Klitschko ice, Deontay ice, boxing by Klitschko, boxing by Deontay, that would have made Klitschko a polarizing star in America for one night. And Wilder would have came and fought him again, or Klitschko would have fought him again. It would have been a great night. But Joshua got the keys. He got the gatekeeper to break him in as an American. He speak English. He looked the part physically. All he had to do is beat up Deontay. One trick pony. One hand pony. Trick pony. That's all you had to do. You beat him 2 or 3 times, you the man in America. Everybody screaming your name. Joshua, Joshua. Now, the belt is in Fury hands. It's a little more to salute. The belt is in Fury hand. And now you got to go in fucking Saudi Arabia or Kyrgyzstan, or you got to go in Principality Stadium. That ain't no global event. Without American boxing, you can't be global. And I remember one of my boys say, well, Wilder ain't a global star, and Deontay and AJ done fought in 3 countries. So did motherfucking Deontay Wilder. This is how I'd be arguing with people, and I know they don't know nothing. AJ fought in Saudi. He fought in the UK. He fought in America, right? 3 countries. Wilder fought in America. He fought Audrey Harrison in the UK. And he fought Malik Scott in Puerto Rico. Okay? Come on. He might have fought in some more countries that I just don't remember. So, like I said, man. Dudes would rather go the route of least resistance. You know what I'm saying? And wasn't nobody more happier on the planet that Wilder lost than AJ. Nobody. You think AJ what if Wilder go out there and give a valiant effort? He take Fury 12 rounds but lose a decision. You think AJ gonna give him a shot? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This was the same guy that was saying that if Ortiz was his mandatory, he was gonna drop the WBA belt. But this is, like I said before, I don't want to make this AJ the poster child of these suspicious activities, right? Because you got a dude in every weight class doing the same thing. Look at Josh Warrington. He going to fight with Zhu Ken. Nobody want to see that shit in America. Why not fight Shakur Stevenson? He going to route of least resistance. You know, these dudes do all this talking. They do all this rapping over social media. Who ducking who trash. But I'm telling you, when you find out what's going on behind the scenes, they offer Josh Warrington a great offer to come to America and fight Shakur Stevenson. What did he do? He countered with a lesser offer for Shakur to come over there. They do all this talking, bro. Behind the scenes, it's a totally different situation. You know, these dudes talking about, you know, oh, this, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. Call Al, nigga, call Al. Hello, Al Haymon. Yeah, I want to get my fighter, you know, Billy Johnson in there with one of your fighters, you know, old Albert Wilson. You know, we need $150 million to make that fight. You know, yeah, but call Al. You call Al. Oh, we need $150 million, nigga. And singles, we want $1 million in singles. We want another $50 million in 20s, and we want the rest in 50s, and delivered to a bitch with some big ass titties. You know what I'm saying? They got all these demands. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we need the water from the Alpine mountains, and we need snow in the locker room that don't melt, so my father's feet can stay cold before the fight. We need some Asics shoes that can help us levitate to the ring. We need some lions, to take us to the ring. You know what I'm saying? With teeth, preferably. You can put them in cages. They just ask for some nut shit, bro. Just some crazy stuff. Be like, call Al. Motherfuckers start speaking in Swahili and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker don't pick up the phone, man. I'm telling you, man, these boxers totally different on social media, man. They ain't about what they talking about. And I be knowing it, bro. I be knowing. Everybody know these niggas get the price, and they don't want to fight nobody. They don't believe they can win or they can lose and come back and build themselves back up. He said red Eminem in the dressing room for the bitches. Man, that's how all the fighters is, bro. These dudes, man. These dudes, man, they don't believe in themselves, bro. They don't believe they can bounce back and win. And the guys that believe they can beat anybody, the guys that believe they can buzzsaw through anybody, they get turned cold. Watch Devin Haney, bro. Why I want y'all to watch Devin Haney, right? Watch Shakir Stevenson. Watch them too, right? God willing, watch they get where they prophecy say they should be at, right? It's like watching Floyd all over again. Watch how they move in their career. You right? Right now they begging for fights. This was Floyd. Begging for these niggas. They pricing themselves out. They running under tables. They find TV. They ducking and diving. They some jive turkeys, right? They got the turkeys jiving. Give them about 5, 6, 7 years, maybe 10. Devin Haney gonna be on top. Hey, Punto, you ducking me, Holmes. You ducking me. Devin Haney a ducker. Hey, Devin Haney's a ducker. He don't want to fight Ryan. He don't want to fight Rodriguez. He ducking Visual Ortiz, Holmes. He ducking Visual Ortiz, Holmes. Oh, he's a ducker, man. Ryan, fight Ryan. I know Ryan got 8 losses, man. Watch. He don't want to fight Canelo. He don't want to fight. Watch when they gonna do the same shit they did to Floyd. But ain't nobody gonna remember when they wanted to fight motherfuckers. But when they get to the keys to the car, when they get on top, like they scared of the drop in my Drake voice, when they get on top, they gonna be duckers. Oh, he pick and choose his fights on. That's no good, man. No good. You got to fight the best. You got to fight the best. Watch what I tell you. But they remember. Watch, Josh Warrington gonna be on his knuckles and shit. You don't want to fight Shakir now, man. No, it wasn't worth it 2 years ago, but he got 3. Nah, kiss my ass. They always want black people, and this is a life thing. They always want us to do what they don't do for us. We supposed to give them an opportunity when they won't give us no opportunity. You feel me? They always want us to give opportunities. Nah, bruh. No, I ain't giving them no opportunity. That's why Floyd looked at Morales and Barrera, and I'm like, man, fuck up out of here. Floyd had earned the right to pick and choose. And Devin and Shakir, if they keep rolling the right way, they'll earn the right to pick their fights. They always want you to give them opportunity when you wouldn't give it to them. Same thing for Anthony Joshua. Eddie Hearn just spent the money to get him where he at. Had Al Haymon played the division the right way, he ran that belt over to Wilder. And he put Luis Ortiz in a position to get the WBA belt, and don't advise him to step aside for Klitschko, and he had to fight Klitschko. Maybe Ortiz, beat Klitschko. Maybe he don't. Maybe Klitschko said, I don't want to fight Ortiz. I retire, and I fight Anthony Joshua and Luis Ortiz got to fight. Maybe Joshua first a title fight is versus Luis Ortiz. But Al Haymon enabled Anthony Joshua to beat away. You know what I'm saying? Al Haymon played just a bigger role in Anthony Joshua's success as Eddie Hearn do. Don't let anybody tell you no different. He did a better job helping Anthony Joshua out than he did with Deontay. That's deep. He got a nigga his first belt, easy belt. Easy belt. He was Luis Ortiz's advisor when he advised him to step aside for Klitschko to fight Anthony Joshua. Right then and there. Come on. Wilder got to be looking like, bro. Sitting on his island in Alabama. Like, listen to me, bro. That every brother ain't a brother. Come on. Every brother ain't a brother. Al Haymon is more responsible for AJ being where he at than any other thing. He told Luis Ortiz to step aside again. Come on, man. Or they say, oh, the promotional. I don't believe that. Or the promotional company messed up. Nah. Soon as you get that call from Eddie Hearn for Luis Ortiz to fight Anthony Joshua when Andy Ruiz got it, you supposed to call Al to facilitate. I don't believe that one bit. Al Haymon advised Luis Ortiz, just as he advised Adam Kanowski, to duck a once-in-a-lifetime payday, bro. Ortiz could have got $7 million and 3 belts. Could have did it. He could have did it again. He ain't gonna blow up 300 pounds like Andy Ruiz. And Luis Ortiz missed out on like $20 million fucking with Al Haymon. He said he didn't get when he pulled out of the Porter Berto undercard. He didn't get with Al Haymon until 2017. Is that right? Because when did he fight Latif Coyote? Maybe you're right. Hold on. Because he was with him when he fought Latif Coyote. But I'm going to tell you right now. That might have been 2017. He fought him in 14. So I thought he was with Al in 14. I could be wrong. I thought he was with Al in 14. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it was with Golden Boy Promotions. And Leonard Ellaby is listed as the promoter. Yep, it said promoters, Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, Greg Cohen Promotions, and Leonard Ellaby. Maybe he was with Greg Cohen. That's still Al Haymon at the time, right? In 2014, that's still Al, right? Yeah, that's still Al Haymon. Still was with Al. Golden Boy and Al. Maybe my timeline off. That was after Al, my bad. It had to be after Al. Let me think. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know. That's a good question. That might have been after Al. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. Still with Al. How I look at it. Hold on. I'll tell you right now. Yeah, it still was. Al still was there. Al was still working with Golden Boy at the time. So, still with Al. Like Baturbia. Still with Al. Then he signed with Eddie Hearn after that. Then Eddie Hearn dropped him the next day. And all that shit was happening. Hold on. 17. Yeah, he was with Al in 2017. Yeah, regardless. He was still with Al. All that happened like 3 years ago. Yeah, he was still with Al regardless. However you look at it, he still was with Al. Yeah. Al Haymon advised him to do that shit. Or he let him work. I don't know how it go. But yeah. 2017. That was around 2017. When he failed another drug test. Al Haymon advised him to duck twice. I don't know if he got paid, but Al was doing Eddie Hearn a lot of favors. But let's talk about Ortiz and Ruiz. It's a good segue. Andy Ruiz said he need a tune-up first. So he ain't going with Teddy Atlas. He'll probably be going with he talking about Eddie Reynoso and training with Canelo. I think that's a good camp for him. Ryan Garcia is getting in phenomenal shape. I don't really see the improvement in Ryan Garcia yet until you fight an opposition, but he has some 2 great wins back to back. Canelo been doing well. UCAP and Ortiz fought on the Golden Boy, Triple G, Lemieux, no Al. I was just saying the card I just seen said he fought with Leonard Ellaby on the card. I ain't capping, nigga. Like, I just looked at that shit. Look. He fought Latif Coyote. That was on FS1. Go to Event Bounce, 2014. The promoters. You hit event. Mayweather Promotions. Leonard Ellaby. Golden Boy. Oscar De La Hoya. Greg Cohen Promotions. The card featured Jamal Charlo versus Norberto Gonzalez. Errol Spence was in his 14th fight on this card. Pritchard Colon was on the card. He was 11-0. Josito Lopez was on this card. He was 32-6. Julian Williams was 16-0-1 on this card. Jamil Herring was on this card. He was 8-0. So it was a lot of PBC fighters on this 2014 card. The main event was Jesus Marcilio Andreas Clayar versus Juan Manuel Lopez. It happened in the Hard Rock Casino, the joint Las Vegas, United States, Nevada. Okay. The media was USA, Fox Sports 1. I remember that card like yesterday. So I don't know if he was part of the deal that I don't know if he was part of the deal with Oscar De La Hoya when he got some fighters back. He started sounding with people saying he pulled out with the broken hand. All I know is he was on the PBC card before PBC was not. He was on the Mayweather card. But it don't matter. 2017, when AJ ducked him, that had to be 2017. That wasn't 16 though. So it really don't matter. He was with Al Haymon when he ducked the Klitschko thing. I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. This article don't have a date. Hold on, let me go to boxing scene. Hold on. Hold on. Well, yeah, he was right. It was 1 year before that. According to Reddit, it was 2016. WBA sanctions Luis Ortiz to fight winner of Joshua Klitschko for Super. So yeah, it was December 2016. So you got me. But he still was on PBC undercards. Golden Boy was Al Haymon at the time. That's before Oscar started fucking up the company. He said, but Renato said his ass better be on point. He ain't dealing with no, think he meant undisciplined fighter. He ain't got no other choice. So, Renato seemed to be one of the rising trainers, bro. He doing great with Ryan. Who doing great with Canelo. Remember people telling him he need to fire Eddie Renato after that fight with Floyd, and they got better. So, still was his advisor. Yeah, I know he was his advisor. I know what I'm talking about, but we let Lawrence have it. He was telling you, bro. All them fighters, listen to fighters I just rattled off that fighter card. Every fighter I named was with Al at one point. So I want to see. I don't mind seeing it. I understand Andy got to get a fight under his belt. I'm not fine. Ortiz gonna be dangerous though. He gonna be dangerous. Oh, he got Oscar Valdez. He do got Valdez, man. Valdez was one of my favorite guys, man. To Top Rank fucked him up, putting him in pointless fights, not unifying. He would have beat Leo Santa Cruz at his best. Putting him in fights with tough competition and getting his jaw broke. Valdez was the truth, man. I thought Valdez was gonna crack the pound for pound list for sure. That was one of my favorite fighters. Valdez was nice. He got the athleticism of a brother too, man. He should have got with Renato a few years before that. He'd be good in the black gym all day. The black trainer showed Valdez some defense and how to move. Valdez has been the truth. He said Renato also works with that Cuban heavyweight that works with Ryan Dow. He's talking about Frank Sanchez. So, like I said before, man. Hey, Lawrence, follow me on Twitter, bro. Or get my Get my Twitter or Instagram handle or Facebook handle so I can have you come on sometime. It's in the description. So, like I said before, I'm with Andy and Luis Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? That shit. I mean, if he need a tune-up, that won't be able to go on the Wilder Fury 200 card. So, I'm with it. It's a Fox card probably. They can double that up with a Hellenius Kanowski too. If Kanowski want to do Hellenius too, I want to see another heavyweight card. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll try to get in touch with Mr. Boxing today and see if he want to talk about it. To break down the heavyweight card. I think they need to keep doing that. Top Rank gonna do that a lot. But yeah, he said he want Ruiz or tune up Ortiz and then a title shot again. And I ain't mad with it. But if they both fought each other, Andy Ruiz will be better. He'll be better if he moved laterally and used the ring. Ortiz got a problem with using the ring. All you gotta do is prepare for 1, 2, maybe 3 shots, and win. But Ortiz got a lot of power. He'll go to the body. So I slightly favor Ortiz. I thought they was gonna fight next. I slightly favor Ortiz. Oh yeah. Hit me up next time so I can have you come on. I slightly favor Ortiz, but I said that because I thought the coronavirus, they were going to the fight after the coronavirus. Donald Trump said they might open some states back up May 1st. So, I mean, let me see. Because I seen him say that. On a post on Facebook. So, they said some states can open before May. So, at the end of the day, he said the virus peaked. So, we probably could see some in-studio boxing in June. I know ESPN was talking about some in-studio fights. So, they said they peaked and you ain't really heard about no death numbers in the last couple of days like that, like I was hearing about it. So, I would advise people to still stay safe for a few months. But as the summer months come, the virus is probably kind of going to disappear. Then it's probably going to pop back up in the winter months. So they got to stay hard at work in finding a vaccine. So, but like I said before, it's a good fight. I watch it. It's a crossroad fight. Ortiz probably gonna become an opponent if he loses to Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz lose to Ortiz. I think he still can have another life and kind of still rebuild himself. But just with Ortiz being desperate and being a more disciplined fighter, having a coach and not switching his coach, I just favor him slightly. But if Ruiz can use the ring, he'll probably beat Luis Ortiz. He got a lot of power too. I favor Ruiz. He has a chin, has a decent power with speed. Ortiz is done. How do we know Ortiz is done? We'll see in this next fight if he done. Because you can't really trust Andy Ruiz because he ain't disciplined. Ortiz gonna come in shape, fucking with Victor Conte. He gonna come in shape for real. So it's gonna be a good one. And if they put FA and Jabboy on the card, and they can put Kanowski and Hellenius 2 on the card, I'll be down for that. But all the heavyweight prospects, is with Bob Arum. All the heavyweight prospects is with Bob or the other fighters with Bob or Eddie Hearn. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. That's something I tune in for. I can see that at the Barclays Centers. You know what I'm saying? Andy probably won it on the West Coast though, but I can see at the Barclays Centers again. FN Jabboy on the undercard. They might as well let Trevor Bryan hop on there too. Might as well. But Don King and Al, I don't think they see eye to eye. So I would want to see that for sure. Ortiz struggled against Hammer, but you might be right on this. I mean, Hammer was the guy that utilized the ring. Andy Ruiz come forward throwing punches. That's the difference. Hammer, Kaufman, Malik Scott, Tony Thompson, they used the ring against Luis Ortiz. He got problems cutting the ring off. You know what I'm saying? Andy Ruiz is going to be in Ortiz's face. So offensive Andy Ruiz versus a good counterpuncher and Luis Ortiz, that kind of favor Ortiz. Unless his chin gone or his chin shot. If his body is shot and then we got a whole different situation. Ruiz probably gonna work him. So that's the beauty of the fight. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of it. So I can't wait to see it, to be honest. I'll just after the coronavirus, if they do it next, I favor Ortiz. He desperate and he gonna be in shape. But Ruiz probably fat as hell right now. You know, I just don't trust him. He's so immature. You know what I'm saying? He very, very immature. He said Hellenius WA mentor. He ain't fighting nobody. I think Kanaki might have a rematch clause. Not sure. Ortiz struggled against him. Okay, I read that one. Y'all got any questions before I get out of here? I answer some boxing related questions. Some boxing related questions. And it was snowing today. I'm like, damn. Any boxing related question? Pound for pound channel, boxing channel salute. Ooh. Ooh. Ew. Questions. Andy might be 350 right now, easily. You coming on the show? I gotta get my hair cut, bro. So I don't know. I get my hair cut. Yeah, I'm gonna see if my girl cut my hair. If she not, I'll text you. Do you know what Gemimitra is? No, I don't know what that is. What is it? Enlighten me. Ooh, fucking. But I don't know if my girl gonna feel like cutting it tonight. I watched it. See how it come out. So one of the dudes on my Facebook, he a boxer. He lost a bet to his girl, and she shaved this shit bald. He bet that it was 2 Coming to America's out. MJ hate was ridiculous. It ain't no hate ridiculous. That's all facts. Like it or not, all facts. Yeah, hit me up on Twitter. We doing a mock draft. Me and Dre Berry. You can get on. I gotta do some more studying first. When is the draft? Shit, I don't even know. Was it the 23rd? They kind of messed me up when they put the draft the combine in prime time. That was dumb. You talking about the MJ hate, nigga? That's truth, nigga. Like shit. Without David Stern, Jordan wouldn't have got to the finals to like 92, 93. That's a fact. I don't know why people just hate the facts. Like shit, that's the truth. Like nigga, that's all fact. Same thing with LeBron. Like the only dudes that really ain't getting no push behind them like that was probably like the Hakeem and the Rockets, the Spurs, Zeke Pistons, Chauncey and Ben and Rip and Tayshaun and Sheed Pistons, Allen Iverson. The league, they pick who they want to get there. They is gonna pay. I ain't gonna take no damn tour. Crazy as hell. Why ain't gonna take no damn tour? Crazy as hell. Ain't nobody stupid. They ain't taking no damn tour. They gonna take that dumb corner. No, nobody doing that mock with me. And you can let them on. Shit, fuck it. You can let them on. You can't be. He can't be no worse than I. Cause I ain't really been studying this year. We give 4 on every 4 picks. We can put it where you pick the Niners. We can make it that way. Depending on who you're a fan of. He a Cowboy fan. He ain't getting on, bro. Straight up. I don't do Cowboy fans. I mean, y'all were hurting dudes, though. It wasn't basketball. It was just, man, it's life, nigga. Shit. It's life. Crybaby. When nobody crying when Larry Bird didn't cry. He just got up and started fighting Bill Laimbeer and Rick Mahorn and them, nigga. Like, come on. Jordan, like, I got a Packer fan. I accept it. I can't stand them motherfuckers, though. But he ain't Cowboy. Oh, Scotty, like, I got a migraine, Michael. I can't go back out there. Phil, I got a migraine. Come on. That's why the NBA soft now. Jordan made the NBA soft. Everybody get their stimulus. Shit, they on round 2 right now. I'm going to start playing with niggas. Like, I got another check coming. Did you play Read 3 Remake? What about FF7? I don't know what that is. You got to enlighten me. What is all that? You think the league wanted the Lakers to win 2 out of 10 over? I don't even remember, bro. I don't know. I forgot how that finals went. Didn't Kobe like shoot terrible and get like 20 rebounds? The league always favored the Celtics and the Lakers, man. That's always been like that. Look at the 80s. Or Resident Evil. Y'all seen that? I watch all the Resident Evils. Did you play Resident Evil 3 remake? No, I haven't played the remake. No Lakers slander, man. Like I said before, man, I come back as a semi-Lakers supporter once LeBron retire. Motherfuckers called the Lakers in Los Angeles. Change all damn names, bro. Y'all ain't in Minnesota no more. Get the hell up out of here. Most of y'all don't even like LeBron. 25 rebounds. You ever do vlogs on your YouTube channel? What you mean? Yeah, I'm doing one now. Fuck LeBron. He a great player though, great man, but fuck him. Amani Bates gonna be way better than him. We gonna make sure of it. Amani Bates gonna be the GOAT. Amani gonna be the GOAT. Can't wait till LeBron retire, bro. Fuck up out of here. Now we gotta deal with that big old gumbo eating motherfucking New Orleans Zion. I like Zion though, but they doing too much dick pulling for me. I wasn't a LeBron fan, but he on the squad. Never will I be a LeBron fan. I'm gonna go order me a Kawhi jersey when this shit over with. Bird or Magic. Depending on what you're looking for. I'm more Magic because he from Michigan. But Bird the average of 40 ball today. The way they play, hey, people say Bird can't check. James Harden can't guard nobody. Nobody ever said Zion wasn't legit. He just too big, bro. The way he play, he gotta change his game or lose weight. He said, "Did you own mine in the Hellcat became a mayor?" I did. Yeah. I seen that shit. Yeah. With the he had the little ITV channels and shit. Yeah, I watched that shit. I fuck with him. I heard he said he wasn't vlogging no more. I know the feds hit his shit. Doing too much flashy shit. Bird would be the great man. Nigga, Bird was a problem. People talking about, Bird couldn't guard nobody. Neither was Dominique. Bird had better defense than Dominique Wilkins. Bird was torching that ass. Yeah, I seen that. I didn't even want to talk about that shit, Darnell. Isaiah Todd went overseas, and Josh Christopher went to Arizona State. It is what it is. It might not be no season next year anyway. College gonna take a huge hit to over. I mean, I heard the college rule by the time Imani Bates come out, he'll be able to go straight to the pros. He said Bird was a beast. People, man, so Isaiah Thomas was like, man, he was like, Bird was the truth. Bird was the truth. You ever film pranks on your? No, I don't do that. Zion, a huge dude with those. I hope those knees and ankles don't. They not, bro. Ask Larry Johnson. Derrick Rose said he was too heavy in his playing career, and that's why his knees gave out. Rasheed Times. But yeah, let me get off here, man. I gotta go get my hair cut, man. And I got some food downstairs. Appreciate y'all. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to me there if you ever got business question, inquiry, response, your video request. Appreciate the love, support.